Hello guys, welcome back to another new video on Book Tales by Pritha. Now, as the title suggests, this is the last book haul video of mine for 2023. While filming this video, actually, I am already planning the next set of books that I will purchase. The 8 books that I will talk in this particular video, these books I did not bring all at once. I have been collecting them over a span of last 3 months. So in these 3 months, I have already read some of the books, have made content with some of the books. To watch them, you have to keep an eye on Book Tales by Pritha, and for that, you need to subscribe to my channel, Book Tales by Pritha, so that you get updates on the content that I would be uploading on my channel. And if you like the content, please do hit the like button and share your feedback in the comments. Now, without further ado, let's begin today's first book that I will show you is this one, Midnight Borders, A People's History of Modern India. While the printed price of this book is $5.99, I got this paperback for something around 380 or 400 on Amazon. This book is published by Penguin, and right now while filming this video, I have already completed reading 75 odd pages of this book. While reading this book, I feel like books like this should be more mentioned on social media platform, so that books like this and the author who wrote this book gets some popularity. While also, if you are a lover of history, politics, you want to know about the neighboring countries of India or the borders, this book will be a reading delight for you. Now, let me talk about some of the things that the author did to write this book, and that was one of the major reason why I purchased this book. Over the 7 years, across 9,000 miles, Suchitra Vijayan traveled these borderlands. The more she traveled, the clearer it became to her that local history and memory bear no overt resemblance to political history of the nation that claims these people and lands. This is an interesting piece, and as I'm reading it, I get to know so many unknown things about the Indian Peninsula and its borders. So once I'm already making a video about this book. The video would be uploaded, I think, sometime in January. So do keep watch on Book Tales by Pritha, where I share my thoughts on this particular book. The next book that I bought is again a bestseller by a best-selling author. And I had seen booktubers talking about this book. This book is about a place and the author journaling her thought about that particular place. Now, 2023 has been a year for me where I intend to read books about different countries, their culture, their people, etc. So I grabbed a copy of this book. The book is Exterior by Annie Aronnox. This is a very, very small, thin book of about 70 pages. This book is a written journal which the author has written between 1985 to 1992, and the book is set in Paris. In this particular book, the author journals about people, about strangers, about things that she witnesses in Paris. She talks about strangers, which I found very interesting, whom she doesn't know, but maybe a particular stranger is traveling in train, and as a viewer, what was her experience? She mentioned about it. This book, I have already finished half the book, as it's a very, very small book. I find views are extremely personal, but the way the author has penned down them through her journal is very interesting. Also, as it talks about a particular place, the place is Paris, about a particular time period, which is 1985 to 1992, that is approximately 7 years. So we come to know about socio-economic, political scenario of Paris during that point of time by reading this journal by Annie Aronnox. I intend to read more books about places, about countries. So if you please suggest me some books that depicts a particular place, where place is a character of the book, then I would be happy. So please comment down below. The next book that I will talk is by a popular author whom I explored in 2023. I wanted to read more works by the same author, and that is why I grabbed his best work. The book is Beer Town, and the author is Frederick Backman. This book is published by Penguin, and the printed price of the book is 550, but I think I got it for about 250 or 300 from Amazon when I grabbed this copy. Now, this is a very thick book. Also, I have started reading this book as I wanted to read more about Frederick Backman in 2023. This book talks about ice hockey and about a place called Beer Town, where the population is very small and where majority of the men in the household are obsessed about ice hockey, and an ice hockey match that is about to be played in this place called Beer Town. Now, Frederick Backman is an amazing storyteller. If you have read his work before, he is one of the authors whom I found to do the best characterization possible. I have already read Anxious People. I have made a full-fledged video on Anxious People, and I will put the link in the description down below as well as over here. And it was his writing, his characterizations, and his art of storytelling in the book Anxious People which made me buy this book, Beer Town. And I have heard that Beer Town is a series. There are two more books in the same series. So once I complete reading this one, maybe I will grab the copy of those two as well. So far, so good. I did very limited, about 150 pages, but this book is thick and it's about 500 pages, I'm sure. It will take me time to read and complete. So till I finished, fingers crossed, and but it's an interesting book. So I'm enjoying it. I have read novellas by this South Indian author. I loved her style of writing. I loved her literature, and I have already talked about her previous work on my channel, Book Tales by Pritha. One of them happens to be covered, about which I made a video earlier this year, and this is a full-fledged book, and the book is Hanged Woman by K.R. Meera. This is also by Penguin, and the printed price is $5.99. No, I did not get it for $5.99. There was a sale going on I think Amazon when I grabbed this book, and I have not started reading the book, but the title, the blurb, both I found to be too interesting, and the book is huge, but I hope to start it early next year so that I can give you my feedback on this book. I'll talk about the story. The Gratha Malik family burst with marvelous tales of hanged women and hanging, in which they figure as eyewitness to momentous events that have shaped the history of the subcontinent. When 22-year-old Chetna Malik is appointed the first women executor in India, assistant and successor to her father, her life explodes under the harsh lights of television cameras. When the day of execution arrives, will she bring herself to take a life? Meera's spectacular imagination turns the story of Chetna's life into an epic and perverse coming-of-age tale. The lurid pleasures of voyeurism and the punishing ironies of violence are kept in agile balance as the drama hurtles to its inevitable climax. Interesting, isn't it? I want to also see the book cover. It's too good. So, this is one of the books that I am looking forward to read in early 2024 and see how the book is. The next book that I will talk now, it's a very small book of about 150 pages, and for a particular video, I have already completed reading this book. Details about the book are coming on the upcoming videos, so stay tuned. The book in question is Vivek Shanbag's Sakina's Kiss. This book was originally written in Kannada and later translated into English by Srinath Perur. I have a full-fledged review of Vivek Shanbag's best-selling book, Bhachar Bhochar, the link of which I have put in the description down below as well as in the cards here. Now, as I have completed reading this book, let me tell you one thing, that This book is not a love story. If you see the title and think it is a love story, no, it is not a love story. But this is again a beautiful work from Penguin. And again, the book is a hardcover priced at 4.99. No, I didn't get it for 4.99. I got it at a way cheaper price, and I loved the texture of the cover, which has got a matte finish, as well as I would like to show you this hardbound cover where it's written the title, that Sakina's Kiss. About the book, no, I will not talk in this video, but about the book I have spoken in the forthcoming videos. So do check out my next set of videos. Lot has been spoken about this book, Sakina's Kiss, on Bookstagram and Booktube, which made me buy this book. To know about my thoughts and views on this book, you must watch the upcoming videos on Book Tales by Pritha. Nice advertisement, isn't it? Next book that I will talk, I got to know about this book from the from the BookTube channel of a booktuber called Shreya Lankar, who talks about books by authors from Southeast Asian countries. I was looking for a book by a Chinese author and a book that talks about Chinese people, and I found the blurb very interesting, and so I grabbed it. The book is Lover's Discourse by Zhao Lu Jiu. Please pardon if I have butchered the author's name. Now, this book was shortlisted for the Goldsmith Prize of 2020. Let me talk about the blurb. A Chinese woman moves from Beijing to London for doctoral program and to start over just as the Brexit campaign reaches fever pitch. Isolated and lonely in Britain's increasingly hostile to foreigners, she meets a landscape architect and the two begin to build their future together. Playing with language and cultural charms that our narrator encounters as she settles into her new life, the lovers must navigate their differences and romance. Whether on their unmooned houseboat or cramped apartment in East London. Suffused with wonderful sense of humor, this intimate novel asks what it means to make a home and a family in a new land. I found the blurb interesting, and let me read the book to give you an in-depth about my thoughts on this particular book. Also, if you see the cover, this is also very interesting. At least I found it so. Okay, by now you must have understood that I do watch content from other booktubers' channel, and again, this is a book which I got to know about from Book Dragon's channel. The name of the book is Onam in an IT, Stories from Kerala Quarantine. The title is very interesting. The book cover too is interesting. I really liked the recommendation that are made by Book Dragon on his channel, and I have, though, experienced the quarantine. Unlike you all, I have not read a book on quarantine or about as per the book's title suggests. This is short stories about people living in Kerala and how they spend their life during the quarantine period. This is an interesting book. I hope so. This is by Anjana Menon, and again the book is priced at 2.99, but and published by HarperCollins. And again, I did not get it for 2.99. I got it at a lesser price. I don't remember the price exactly now, but this is a book that I definitely look forward to read. The mention of the books that I'm mentioning in this particular video. These are some of the books that I bought, which I've found that the blurbs are very interesting. Also, majority of the books that I'm talking in this particular video, it talks about different places, different culture and their people. And I intend to read more about people, places and culture, and that is the reason I'm getting hold of all these kind of books in the last 6-7 months, and I'm finding the process to be very interesting. If you like this video, then do hit the like button and share your feedback in the comments, because it is your comments which indulge and provoke us to make more videos, talk about more books. Now, the last and the eighth book that I will talk is by my favorite author. If you are a regular on my channel, Book Tales by Pritha, then you will know that Jhumpa Lahiri happens to be my favorite author. And Roman Stories, her latest work, published by Penguin, is a book that I was looking forward to grab a copy. Today, I do intend to start reading this book, and in my wish list, it is there to complete reading this book before 31st December this year. Let's see if I could do it. Jhumpa Lahiri, I talk about her works, I talk about her books. I have separate videos for each of her books. If you want to see them, then I will put the link of each in the description down below. I hope you will like it. And I'm sure that this book won't disappoint me, unlike her previous book. And so I look forward to read it. So for today, these are the 8 new books that I grabbed in the last 2-3 months, and I talked about them. In-depth talking about each of the books would be done in the upcoming video, so stay tuned. I will come back very soon with another new video. Till then, tata, goodbye, and have a great day ahead.